things on this. First, right now the polls are sugar numbers, yeah? They are 35 no, 30 yes, and 35 I don't know. So far, market participant, ballpark price, 70% no, 30 yes. Three things I would say. The first, both in Trump and in Brexit, the polls were wrong. It's a fact. So I observed it. Secondly, if I look at who's saying no, if I look at England, who was pro, let's say, break? Were the old guys. Who was pro stay in, the young? What happened the day they had to vote? The old went to vote and the young didn't. Why? They were on Facebook, WhatsApp, and Tinder. Now, I didn't know what Tinder was till 6 months ago, yeah? And I was shocked. I said, oh my God, poor civilization.
We don't use it in Italy, right?
Anyway, so the reality is, here in Italy is the opposite. The old are saying yes, and the young are saying no. So there could be some bias, yeah? And third, I think the 35% undecided in Italy, it's basically because the media is all no. That means when they ask the question, you are embarrassed to say you're going to vote yes. And so you say, I don't know. And I tell you why, because I'm 45. My first 20 years, everyone was voting Democrazia Cristiana, but you couldn't get anyone to say they were voting for DC. Then 20 years of Berlusconi, and no one was voting for Berlusconi publicly, but he kept having 30-40% of the votes. So my own observation is, when people says, I don't know, it means so probably that made up my mind, and they don't want to tell you. Which means I don't think it's a 70-30, I think it's more a 50-50. What it means for market implication is market is already positioned for a no. So if it's a no, there is downside, but it ain't the end of the world. Why? In particular, if you think about bank stocks, we're already down 80%. Yeah, they can go down a bit more, yeah? But when you're on the floor, yeah? Either you go bankrupt or you don't go any lower. And if it used to be if for whatever reason it comes out to be a yes, which is totally against consensus, then you get a big rally. Why? Because the market is totally positioned for a no.
What about the political implication in Italy, within Europe, in an already fragile environment, politically speaking, for the next elections? I mean?
Well, here, first of all, it depends how big the no wins. You know, if it's 51-49 or if it's 70-30. Yeah. Secondly, if a no wins, that means no reforms. For 30 years, Italy had 5 bicamerali, and we couldn't get them to vote on anything because they couldn't even prepare the papers. So then the risk is, from the foreign perspective, is people can say, okay, the next time we're going to get it in 30 years. And it ain't going to be good. Then it depends what comes after it. You know, if within 6 months, as some people say, you have a new constitutional reform, you have a new electoral law on which everyone agrees and it gets voted, then perfect. Country, you know, back on track. History says unlikely. But future, you never know.
Perfect.